Hello and welcome to the Tinkercad's video gallery. Today I'm going to show you how to make some very quick and easy Christmas cards. They're especially good if you've got to make loads of them. And I'm working with the Vignette Christmas block and the Holiday Sketches Christmas Candles by Stamplorations. So in the Holiday Christmas Candles you've got a big candle image and then loads of little sentiments that you can mix and match as you want to. And with the Christmas block, you've got like a big sentiment panel. You've got some lovely snowflakes and some really nice bells. And the card I'm going to show you how to make is this one here. And we're going to add some very subtle, almost like texture, almost like a shadow of the snowflakes, without sort of like bleaching them out or stamping in dyeing. It's basically, this is a lot more subtle than any of the other sort of like stamping and blending techniques that I know. And so I hope you can see it if I hold it under the light. Sort of just a little sort of very subtle snowflakey texture, and the rest is very easy. It's quite a nice slim card, so that can go very well through the post, and it's also quite light if you have to send it through airmail or something, so it won't cost the world. Right, so let's get started. So to start with, we're going to stamp the snowflakes from the Christmas block in Versamark, and I'm just going to quickly do that here. And you can sort of like, if you look against the light, you can see a little bit as to approximately where they are, because the Versamark ink will be a bit shiny. It's a sort of like a slow drying pigment ink, and then that will help you to align your stamp really where you need it to go. So, and one more, and that's about it. And I'm just going to stamp some little bit down here, because I want them to go a little bit lower down than what I had in the other one. So if I do just that, that should be it. So I'm going to put my snowflakes to one side. Some mark ink goes away. And next I'm just going to blend over them with some blue ink. Just using my brush. I mean, you might have your blending tools. Just want something that I can go quite lightly, so I'm not going to disturb the Versamark ink too much. So just a little bit, you can just go in circles, so you're just blending the ink. And this takes a little while to react. And all I want to do is I want to do it relatively lightly, because I don't want my background to be very dark. So I'm going to blend the edges later on anyway with a darker colour. So what's this? Just try and do that. I'm just going to go the other way now as well. And if you leave that now, this should be it, then that will give it time to sort of gently react, and then the snowflakes are starting to show through a little bit. You probably, I'm not quite sure if it will show up on the camera, but already can start to see like little light coloured marks here. I'm going to put that to one side because I've already prepared a little panel, a card, which I've sort of like then also sort of inked the edges with some darker ink. Now I've got this here, and when I blended over it, it is sort of like actually picked the snowflakes up in the darker colours. It's just an ever so light shading there. And all we have to do next is get our darker ink out and our sentiment. Just make sure it's all inked up properly. And we're stamping that off briefly, and then we're stamping it directly onto our card. So that's joy to the world. And then we got the Christmas candle, which I'm going to ink up now as well. It's a beautifully sketched candle with some poinsettias around it, and that just goes into the bottom right hand corner. Stamped, and it stamps beautifully. And the next, which is a set I forgot to mention, it's the I got some stitching here from the Patchwork Frenzy graphic squares, which is actually, it's probably my most used stamp. So you're going to use that again. We stamp off before we stamp again, and we just add a little bit of stitching coming up the side. And just as stamping off, grounding at the bottom as well. And doing it in this way, that will help to add more dimension. It will make your candle appear to be in the foreground rather than just on a flat surface, really. So that is that. And then all we have to do is now is add a few gems, and then the card is ready. So let's just get some little glitzy bits out. Okay, I've got my glitzy bits here, and I tend to do this with a toothpick because I can then sort of, it helps with placing my gems more accurately, and you don't have to put them down and then remove them again. If I could get it off now. Right. So that is one. So I'm just going to put one here. And another one goes here. And another one here. So that's the larger ones of my gems. Just pop those away. And then I got my smaller ones here. I'm going to just pop another couple down. About here. And they don't have to be in the sort of sketch circles for the holly exactly. And this is just more to add some more depth and some more interest to it. And despite having the gems, it will still make the card nice and flat. So just a couple. Come here. Sometimes those pre-glued ones don't come off properly. So we got another one about here. And then the last ones are probably somewhere around here. That's it. Right, and that's, oops, there is one that hasn't stuck down properly. So it's probably where some of the backing came off. I'll attach that, I'll use that later. Just get another one on. That was about here. There you go. So that's your card ready. It's very quick and easy and very easy to post. Okay, thanks for watching. Back soon. Bye.